according to Data Reportal, the average American spends more than 7 hours a day staring at screens, whether it's phones, computers, or TVs. That's almost 1/3 of every single day spent in front of a device. So I want you to think about how much that actually is, how much time that actually is. And I'm not saying that we should just all throw our phones away and stop using them completely. But what I am saying is that limiting our daily screen time is important for not only our mental health, but and also in staying healthy physically and overall just getting more done in life and being more productive. So as someone who spends too much time on screens, it makes it harder to concentrate. It also sometimes messes with my sleep and just overall makes me feel more burned out and tired. So I know a lot of people feel that way as well, and it's easy to get distracted or overwhelmed by constant notifications or endless scrolling. So that's why I think it's important to talk about it and why I chose this topic. So firstly, let's talk about how screen time affects our mental health. When we're constantly using screens, especially social media, watching videos late at night, or just like scrolling through social media, it just messes with our minds. The Journal of Adolescent Health says teens who spend more than 3 hours a day on devices report 30% higher levels of anxiety and depression. And it's not just emotions too, it's our sleep that takes a hit as well. Harvard Health Publishing explains that blue light from screens lowers melatonin levels, which is the hormone that helps us sleep. So if we're constantly on our phones late at night, it's harder to fall asleep, and it also makes it harder to make us feel more rested in the morning. So while mental health is a major concern, the screen time also impacts our physical bodies. Also, the American Optometric Association says that 50% of regular screen users deal with digital eye strain, which causes headaches, dry eyes, and blurred vision. Another thing is sitting for long hours at screens also messes with our posture and raises the risk of heart disease and obesity. So staying still too much is bad for us, and a big reason to why we stay still so much is because we're constantly on our phones, like scrolling on our screens and stuff like that. So all this might seem bad, but there's a bright side, as cutting down screen time can help us live better, more productive lives. The American Psychological Association found that limiting screen time helps people focus more and have a better balance between work and life. Also, Pew Research Center says that people who unplug during meals or downtime feel more satisfied and build stronger relationships. So when we're not constantly distracted by screens, we get to be more present and we're able to connect with others. So setting boundaries with screen use can lead to more meaningful and healthier lives. So what does this all mean? It means that limiting our daily screen time can help us think clearer, feel better, and just overall live fuller lives. We've looked at how screen time affects our minds, our bodies, and even our relationships. Making small changes like turning off notifications or taking screen breaks can make a huge difference. And so with all of that being said, I would like to end off with a quote from Anne Lamott, who said that almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. So let's take that advice. Let's unplug, recharge, and give ourselves a break from the digital world. And so I have two visual aids right here. One says Americans over 18 years old spend an average of 59 hours and 56 minutes with media per week. And I have another one that's basically a little chart going through our daily screen time, our weekly screen time for people over 18 years old. So basically people over 18 years old, including elderly, people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, say that they use 8 hours and 34 minutes of daily screen time, so that's every day. And then weekly, it's 59 hours and 56 minutes. So yeah, that's a lot of screen time, and all that just ties into my point about how daily screen time is very excessive in today's world that revolves a lot around technology. And so limiting daily screen time can help us just live better.